Hi, I'm David Gerwitz sitting at Salem High School interviewing some of Oliver Taylor's graduating class, and I'm sitting with Zaria Cooper. And Zaria, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. So tell me about yourself, where you grew up, if you grew up in this area or you moved here, and then I'm going to also ask you about some feelings you have for Officer Taylor.
Okay, I grew up in, I was born in Conyers, but I moved to Covington for a while. But originally, I'm very familiar with Rockdale County school system because I've been here since I was in about 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. And when did you first meet Officer Taylor? 4 years ago?
No, I actually met him 7 years ago. I was in the 6th grade when I met him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What was it like then, and how did it change your impression of a police presence as opposed to who he was?
Well, I was never really a fan of the police.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is.
Right.
But when I met him in 6th grade, I really didn't meet him like, my name's Zaria, you know. I met him originally in 7th grade when I would see him at my softball games. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, he was the police officer that we built a bond with. He was always at our games, mm-hmm. away and home. And then originally when I came to high school, my freshman year, he wasn't here. He was still the resource officer at Memorial. But then the resource officer here left, and before I knew it, he was walking in the door. And I was, you know, really excited because I was familiar with him. I knew of him. I knew him. We had built a bond, so it was good, you know, having a police officer going to school with me that I knew. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, I mean, you know, we just built a bond.
Give me some examples of how he's helped you and friends. Just
well,
without if it's you know stuff maybe you don't want to say.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah. As far as like dealing with the law, he's always been there. Getting me, I don't usually get in trouble, but I mean, in case or if I have gotten in trouble, he'd, you know, be there to help or try to vouch me ways out or anything like that.
And friends also? Yes,
definitely. A lot of my friends, I mean, everybody at Salem really has a good relationship with him, but a lot of my close friends, we all like have an extremely strong bond with Deputy Taylor.
Yeah, he's really special. You know, I tell you guys something. I know him 30 years.
Really?
Yeah, because there was an article in the paper about him trying to play after high school at a certain big school, and he didn't have the grades, and my oldest son had just been born. And I saw the story about him, and I told my wife I have to help him, and I called his coach, and we became family. He used to be quiet.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it.
I've told this to people. He used to be very quiet. He used to come, and my wife would say, you know, he's a really nice kid, but he's very quiet. And now she said to me a few years ago, Oliver's not quiet anymore.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, he's not quiet. And, you know, he was a pretty good ball player. And one of the best things that happened to him when he went to school was the coach didn't have him be the main scorer. And his life, he had been the main scorer. And he looks back now as that one of the greatest things that ever happened to him. That he wasn't the focus of everything. He had to become the point guard, distributing to everybody. I mean, he still was an amazing scorer. And the fact that he appreciates that shows how much he sees life situations and how they enable you to overcome what seems to be a problem at the time. And that's what you're talking about, with things that seem to be a problem. He helps you get past it. Imagine what it's going to be for the rest of your life. You're married, kids, grandchildren, God willing, and friends. So, you know, I really appreciate it. Is there just, in parting words, one thing you'd like to say about, you know, Oliver Taylor and the effect he's had on this school?
I mean, he's a great person. He has a great personality. He's very, like, he's one of those people that you can always, you know, pull to the side and say, I'm having problems with this, that, and the third. And, you know, he'll try to pull you through. As far as Salem and him impacting Salem, I see a lot of, like, you know, students get in trouble every day. And I can also see him and Miss Bloodworth, you know, talking them out of it, or, you know, talking them out of going, you know, making it more of a problem than it has to be. I mean, other than that, he's really a great person.
Well, he's really a blessing to all of us, you know, and I wish you the best. I know you're going to be a huge success. What are your plans for next year?
I'm going to go to Alabama State and walk on for their softball team and major in biology.
Really? You like biology? What's your plan? Do you want to become a doctor?
I want to be a surgical orthopedic doctor.
Really?
Yes.
What gets you interested in that?
Like, how did I get
Yeah,
interested?
yeah. I'm interested.
I'm a Rockdale County Public Schools student athletic aide.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with Dr. Keisha Rouse.
Mhm.
She's the athletic trainer for Rockdale County, and I just deal with athletes all the time
Mhm.
and injuries and stuff like that. I mean,
Mhm.
it's interesting and fun.
I went to a high school called the Bronx High School of Science. The name of the school was
Mhm.
science, so we had to study biology, chemistry, physics, history of science. And even though I don't practice in it, I'm still very interested in that stuff. So
Yeah.
I think the world needs people like you to pursue a career like that, really, because it's not something that's easily, found. And I really hope to see you taking care of a lot of
Thank
people.
you.
And I appreciate you taking the time, really do, because this is part of the reason I came down here. I live in New York, and I came
Oh,
down
really?
to it's Oliver's graduating class. You and it's very special people. I wanted to get it on film. That's why I'm here. So thank you very much.
Thank you
I
for
really
having
appreciate
me.
it. Yeah, really, thank you.